Today in the Boot Guy, we are looking at the new high-test footrest 2.0 built with X-Energy technology. All right, so let's get this one thing out of the way. You guys that follow me on Instagram saw me wearing this, well, you saw me wearing this boot for about 2 weeks. And yeah, a lot of comments came through. A lot of guys asked me if I was losing it, what am I doing wearing sneakers? Why am I wearing basketball shoes? And I had to explain to everybody the nanotech toe, and it truly is a work boot. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and all those places, check the links below in the description box so you can. Now, let's get to this boot. So this is the pair that I was wearing, and as you could see, it's not beat up, but it is broken in. It really only took me the first day to break this boot in. And the one thing that I ended up really loving about this boot was the sole. It's been years since I've worn a gym shoe type basketball shoe at work, and this thing was really nice. In water, in oil, on all kinds of surfaces, from painted enamel type floors to just raw metal. It was a really nice grippy surface. I was really impressed with it. The only thing that I was not impressed with this sole was the color. These really did stand out. I got a lot of comments from the guys, but we'll get to that later. All right, so let's talk about this midsole, and this is where they put all of their energy into this boot. And when I say energy, I mean design time, I mean R&D, research and development. They put it all into the midsole, the sole, and the way they build the inside of this boot. For what reason? Well, they wanted you guys to be extra comfortable. See, what they're calling X-Energy anti-fatigue foam is the white stuff. It looks like styrofoam. When you first look at it, you think that they build the boot from styrofoam, but it is a super soft EVA type material that I still don't know the exact compound on it. All I know about it really is that it is really bouncy and really comfortable. As time progresses, as these are actually released to the public, you guys will start to know more about the actual materials from the company. But right now, all I can tell you, super comfortable. But that comfort just doesn't stop here with the midsole and the sole compound and the construction of the heel to the forefoot. It actually goes deep into the boot with this beautiful memory foam layered on top of a urethane insole. Now, as far as insoles go inside shoes like this that have more of a gym shoe, more of a basketball shoe appeal, they usually really do a good job on the insole. So High Test followed suit, did a beautiful insole inside this thing, which really makes the whole thing feel super comfortable. All right, so like I said earlier, the guys were giving me all kinds of crap at all the job sites about wearing blue shoes. I heard the blue suede shoes comment. I heard people whistling it. I heard guys just whistling at me, telling me nice shoes. They're blue. I get it. This is not the typical thing everybody's used to seeing me in, but I needed to test it out. And what happened from me wearing this shoe is it opened up doors for me to pass out a lot of my business cards about what I do here on the Boot Guy Reviews by having blue shoes on. Kind of like one of those guerrilla marketing things. It really worked out well. So something you got to know about them is that they're waterproof. Yeah, these things are waterproof. They're barriered and they're treated. And it goes for all three of the models, are all built the same way. Even though the suede version is going to be probably a little bit harder to maintain, more so than the beautiful black leather version, which is buttery soft like you expect High Test to always do with their leather shoes. It really does look good. Now the lacing system is probably the one part that I don't like. You guys who have seen a lot of my videos, when it comes to shoes like this, boots like this, outdoor hikers, when people are using polypropylene webbing for the lacing system, you guys know I always speak out against it, mainly because I break a lot of laces. I go through a lot of laces, so having something down there that is the same compound as a lace, it kind of doesn't sit right with me. But when it comes to the actual lacing system, when it comes to configuring this boot to fit around your foot, I have to say they did a really good job on how they are placed in there, the distance between each one and the distance from side to side. If you need to wear this thing super tight, you can get it super tight. If you just want to loosen up the foot and tighten up the ankle, you can with the speed laces. They did a really good job on this whole lacing system. All right, so let's talk about size and fit on all of these models. Now, in the past, when I've had high test boots on my foot and have owned them, I've always had to go one size bigger. For some reason, high test always seems to run a little small. I went with 13s on both of these models and they fit me really good, with my normal size being a 12. The 13 felt great. Now I could have went 12.5 if that size existed in this, and I probably could swing a 12 without really noticing any difference. But by me going up that full size gave me plenty of room. I was able to crawl around, do some cabling. I was able to stand on a ladder for a few hours with this thing on, and I didn't really feel it. Even though I'm not really crazy about the shank system. I'm used to having a steel shank, or I'm used to having a really heavy duty fiberglass shank. This system here that they're using for their shank is a little lightweight for my taste. But you guys who are running around, delivery guys, Beer, UPS, FedEx, you guys that have to go in and out of a truck, this is a great shoe for you. You guys that are working inside shipping plants, you're doing shipping, receiving, you're moving packages around inside, driving forklifts, front end loaders, whatever you're doing, great boot for you guys. Let's talk about the heel section on this, and it is something that exists across all the models. They are reinforcing the heel cup, which just adds to the support. By them adding this extra piece, and it goes down under the actual heel cup and the support of the heel cup built into the inside of the boot, what you're getting is you're getting a more durable, lighter weight boot. And this thing is extremely lightweight. They weigh almost nothing. That heel cup was a really nice touch, and I'm glad to see a lot of companies are finally starting to do this. They're starting to put these extra heavy duty pieces back here, because you, like me, you kick off your work shoes one with the other and we destroy this section of the boot. It just happens to all of us. Now, my favorite design part about these is the fact that there's no boot pull on the back. There's nothing to catch your pants. When you're going up and down ladders, when you're crawling around on the floors, when you're pulling cable or you're putting in trim molding, and then you get up and that boot pull stops your jeans and you're walking around talking to the customer, talking to whoever, and you just look like a goon because your pants are all stuffed up on top of your pants. That boot pull is not there. Your pants are always falling over them. And I know that's a very frivolous thing to talk about, but I'm glad that it's not on there. So that's the Hi-Test Footrest 2.0. Build with X energy, technology for comfort. Hey, if you've ever worn anything from Hi-Test, if the boot truck has pulled into your plant and you've been buying Hi-Test for years, please comment below. Let guys know what you think about the brand. If by chance you also have a pair of these, please comment below. Hey, if you want to know more about this boot, or if you want to see some of the pre-production PDFs that the company sent me about this boot, all the technology and all the stuff that they're letting me see before they let you guys see it, swing by thebootguy.com. I will have a posting all about this boot, some photos that I took, some of the other colors that are available, and I will also have that PDF file there waiting for you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. You know it really helps out. And like I said earlier, if you're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any of those services, remember, you can follow me there all week long when I'm testing out boots and I'm just trying stuff out, or even when I go somewhere and I check out new insoles. I like to bring it up to you guys. I like to take some photos, and I like to just start the questioning about the product so we know what works in the field and what doesn't. Also, if you enjoy watching boot porn, remember, you can pick up one of these t-shirts at my website, thebootguy.com. I have a nice little link there at the top of the website that's very convenient. Click on that, buy one of these t-shirts. Help support this project by picking up one of these shirts. Hey, if you're about to buy a pair of these new 2.0s and you've got some questions about size, fit, if it's gonna work out for your type of work, feel free to shoot me over an email. All right, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.